I am going to tie some things together today and how a couple of the lessons are going to show you some information. So we're going to do slope as a constant rate of change from 2 points in tables. These will be skill builders. Just solve the equations and look at the answers when you're done, and let me know if you still need help solving some equations. Okay, how to write an equation of a line when given a table. You're going to identify the y-intercept, which is always in the format 0, a number, or you're going to calculate the y-intercept by using the coordinates in their pattern by extending the table to find 0 and a number. You can calculate slope by using two coordinate pairs. This is a formula, and I will work through this formula. And then slope can be said as the change of y over the change of x, and we did that in sequences. Can be calculated by formula and bunny hops. So I'm going to give you two examples. You end up with the same answer. So if given 3, 4, and 6, 8, calculate the slope. When you have the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, you're going to name this point is your second point and this point is your first point. And this says go to your second set and pick up the y, minus go to your first set and minus the 4, minus the y value. And then you're going to do a fraction bar, and then you're going to do these, come back to the second point and pick up your x, minus the first point's x. That's where you get this. Then you're going to have 4 over 3, and so that's 4 over 3. You saw this a little while ago in Skill Builders. That was to check if you could actually do the math after it was set up. So if you actually go back, there's a lot of slope. You've been calculating slope formula. Now you're going to have to do it given points and fill it in and then do the math. Because it is the change of y over the change of x, some people, what they do is they stack their coordinates, and I put the x and y here and I say, how far is it from 4 to 8? And I say it's adding 4. And then I say, how far is it from 3 to 6? Add 3. And then because it's the change of y over the change of x, that means it's positive 4 over positive 3. These do the same thing. Notice we get the same answer. Okay. So we are going to be given a table, and we're going to say calculate the slope and identify the y-intercept. So remember that y-intercept is always 0 and a number. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight him, and I'm going to put 7. And remember that y equals mx plus b, and that 7 is my b. Okay, so now I just have to do slope. And since all of these are going to be linear, you can go from here to here is add 2. From here to here is add 1. So slope is 2 over 1, which is 2. And I did that. Now, I'm going to add one more step, and I'm going to say y equals 2x plus 7. That would be the equation for this table. And we're going to repeat the process. So, the first thing I look is if my 0 is there, he's the easiest one to spot. He's negative 4. From slope, I'm going from here to here. From negative 4 to negative 7 is subtracting 3. And from 0 to 1 is adding 1, which is negative 3 over 1, which is negative 3. And then if I wanted to create the equation, y equals negative 3x minus 4. Here, I don't have a 0, but I can create it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. These are from here to here is minus 4. From here to here is minus 4. And minus 4 here to here is minus 4. So if I subtract 4 again, I get negative 21. Okay, so I found my y-intercept. if I want, that had some ink on it, sorry. Let's make it a little nicer. So if I'm going from here to here, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, and plus 1, then I have my slope as 4 over 1. 4 over 1, which is simplified to 4. There's my slope. You learned from the equation that y equals mx plus b, which is 4x minus 21. The next thing is you're going to find the change, and I'm going from here to here is minus 5. From here to here is plus 1. My slope is negative 5 over 1, which is negative 5. Okay, so then I have to find my 0, and he's not there. But after negative 2 is negative 1, and after negative 1 is 0. And if I'm subtracting 5, I can subtract 5 again to get to 29, and subtract 5 again to get to 34. So my y-intercept is negative 34. There's my slope, there's my y-intercept. Y equals negative 5x minus 34 is my equation. I'm going to do slope two different ways. I'll do one in pencil and then the other one in red, so you'll see the difference. When I do calculate slope from 2 points, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. If you're doing this, you have a box minus a box over a box minus a box. And sometimes you're going to get minus negatives. I'm going to put a 2 over this one and a 1 over this one. So an x here and a y here, x here, y here. So I'm going to go y2, which is 8, minus y1, which is 3. Come back to here and say 4 minus, and then pick up this as negative 2. 8 minus 3 is 5. Keep, change, flip, which is 6. So my slope is 5 over 6. Now I'm going to do it another way. Negative 2, 3, 4, 8. From here to here is plus 5. From here to here is plus 6. 5 over 6. Either way you do it is fine. On number 10, I have y2, 2 minus a negative 6 over, here's my x at 2, 2. Here's my 2, here's my 1, here's my x, here's my y, here's my x, here's my y. Negative 5 minus 7. Keep, change, flip. 8 over, keep, change, flip, negative 12 equals, these have to be simplified, negative 2 thirds. If I did it the other way, it would be 7, negative 6, negative 5, 2, add 8, minus 12, 8 over negative 12 equals negative 2 over 3. Same thing. I'm going to stop there and finish up this in a part 2 video.